Everybody on PulseChain's been asking about limit orders for years now, and they're finally here. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to set this up and how to execute so that you can catch wicks on PulseChain. And just maybe you can get amazing entries and make tons of money. So watch till the end. It's very easy. There's a Telegram bot. And the first step, if you don't have Telegram, is you got to get the Telegram app. So get it on your phone, get it on desktop, and then you're going to use my link in description below because that's my referral link. I'm going to walk you through the setup process if you're a first-time user. Now, what a limit order is, if you're a total noob, if you don't know what a limit order is, it's basically you are saying, I want to buy X amount of coins, but only when it hits a certain price. So for example, back when Hex was half a penny, just a couple of weeks ago, we had a big whale dumper unloading millions of dollars and creating big wicks like you see here. A wick is the thin, skinny part of the candle. Okay, on a candlestick chart, these are wicks, and sometimes a limit order can help you catch these wicks without actually having to be staring at your computer screen, and it can execute a trade at a certain price, because oftentimes in crypto, when a big whale pushes the price down, it gets eaten up very quickly, almost immediately afterwards. And as you can see, if you bought this wick down here, within a couple of hours, you'd already be up 5%, 10%. So the point of this is to get you better entries and to make you more money. So this Telegram bot is going to enable you to place limit orders on any pair on PulseChain. I'm only using Hex and Pulse for the example. This is the Hex Pulse pair. And I'm just showing you what a wick looks like. This was a whale dumping Hex from half a penny down to 0.47. And if you had a limit order at 0.47, this would be your entry price, and you would almost immediately have been in profit. So you're going to use that link in description below. I'm going to go to the solidx.win website just to walk through as a first-time person. We'll go to the trader tab right here, click this, and it's going to launch a Telegram bot. You're going to be asked, would you like to open Telegram? You have to have the app. Press open Telegram. Now here, we can see the beginning of the bot. This is the Solid Trader bot, brought to you by the SolidX ecosystem, very popular token, massive liquidity bonds to Hex, PulseChain, and PulseX. And they've got a casino coming out. So this project might actually be worth keeping an eye on, but their bot, their Telegram bot, is unrelated to the coin itself. So we're going to click start. Click start right down here. Now you're going to get a master password. Do not show this password to anybody. Click on it to copy it. Save it somewhere, preferably offline, but just a notepad somewhere that's not connected to the cloud, because if you lose this password, someone's going to hack you. They're going to steal all your money. You're going to be sad. Do not lose this password. This is a one-time master password. And after you've saved it, again, on a notepad somewhere not connected to the internet, at least not on cloud storage, you can click close. I've saved my master password. And then it wants you to paste it below just to verify that you've done so. So paste it, press enter. And now you're going to get the welcome message to the SolidX Trader bot. We can see all kinds of things right here. You can see what tokens are trending. You can see the current positions that you have open. Most importantly, you can see your limit orders. Right here, you could set limit orders and you could see all of your wallets. Now, what this bot does is it creates different wallets for you. And I highly, highly recommend that you isolate these wallets from your main core wallets that you're holding for long-term investing. So this app, this bot is going to create new wallets for you, and you're going to fund these new wallets with smaller amounts of money from your cold wallets. You're not going to put all your money in these wallets, okay? Everything has risk. This carries additional risk. You never know what could happen, although the bot has been working fine. I've used it. It works good, and you can make money. They've also got a referral program, which is why I've got the link in the description below. But I wouldn't be talking about it if it wasn't useful. This is actually a legitimately useful thing. We're going to focus on limit orders only. So we're going to click on limit orders right here. And it says right now we have no active limit orders for PLS. So we're going to go back. How do we place a limit order? Well, first we have to set up a wallet. Okay, so we set up a wallet right here. Click on wallets, and you're automatically going to have your first wallet. You can make as many as you want, but this is your new wallet for the bot only. So what you're going to do if you want to fund this wallet with money is you click on this address, copy it to the clipboard. And after you've copied that to your clipboard, hop over to your browser wallet. You might have a MetaMask wallet here. And so head on over to your main wallet that you want to use to fund your trading wallet for the bot for limit orders. Here I've got $46. I will send a small amount of Pulse as a test. I'm going to paste my address in here. Remember, it began with 0x8b5. Let's just confirm that. 0x8b5, yes. So we'll go back. We'll say, let's send 100,000 PLS tokens, $4, to my limit order trading wallet. We're going to click confirm again, and it's going to be sent within 10 to 15 seconds. So there you have it, my confirmation. Now we're going to hop back to the Telegram bot. And we're going to refresh to see, now I have 0 PLS, but when I refresh, I should have 100,000 PLS. There we go. 100,000 PLS, $4. Now we can go place a limit order using this app. Now, your main wallet is going to be wallet number 1, but if you want to make more wallets, you can make as many as you want, and then you'd have to click change main. But for now, we're going to keep it simple. Wallet number 1 is our main wallet. We're not creating wallets. We're not removing wallets, but we could if we wanted to. We're just going to close this screen right here because we've already funded our wallet. Let's click start again. If you ever accidentally close out of the whole bot, just go right back in there. Now where it says just paste a token address to get started, we're going to paste a token address to get started. Now, how do you do this? Well, if you're new to crypto, you should know that every token has an address. Just like every person has an address, like a public address that you send money to, every token has an address as well. So we're going to use hex as an example. So I'm going to paste the hex token address right into the message field, and then we're going to get started. How do I do this? I go to Dex Screener. I prefer Dex Screener to get all the information about my coins. And on the right-hand panel, after you search for whatever coin you want, remember, I'm searching for hex, pick any one of these. They're all just different liquidity pools, different pairings. I'll pick the most liquid pair so I can execute on the highest liquidity pair. And again, on the right side, we scroll down past all the price data, past the advertisement. Here where it says hex, this is the contract address for the token hex. This is the contract address for WPLS. If you have a meme coin, you're going to see both of the contract addresses right here. So click on the 0x2b5, you copy that, see it says copy to clipboard, head back over to Telegram, paste it right in there, click enter. And now you're going to get the option to buy and set a limit order. So it recognized that the token was hex and that it was linked to PLS because this is the hex PLS pair. The current price of hex is 1.11 pennies. Market cap is 500 million. Liquidity is 1.8 million. You can see all the other stuff about the token here. Now I can refresh the price feed if I want to. I can open the chart if I want to by clicking chart. W1 means wallet 1. This means I'm on my initial wallet 1. We could change that here, but we don't need to. And you're going to have preset options. So 1 million Pulse, 3 million, 5 million, 10, 20. And if I choose any one of these options, these are just market orders, meaning these will be an instant order. Now, some people find it easier to trade just through Telegram because they're on the go. They've got their hot wallet on their mobile phone. They funded it with a couple $1,000, and they like to be on the go to make moves, kind of like I talked about in my past video. But again, if you click one of these 6 options, this is a market order. It's an instant order. But the advantage that this bot gives you that nothing else gives you right now, as far as I know in PulseChain, nobody else is doing this well, is limit orders. This feature right here is what you want to do if you want to set a limit, meaning a lower limit, meaning what's the price of hex today? Let's find out. Price of hex today is 1.11 cents. And what if I think the price is going to go a little bit lower, but then it's going to bounce right back up? Maybe I want to set a limit order right here, just under a penny. So just under a penny, if I think the price is going to hit this mark right here, I can just wait and let that opportunity come to me. Maybe it doesn't get hit, maybe it does. Let's say 1 penny is where I want to set my limit order. So I'll go back to Telegram, click limit. So every time I'm setting up a new buy, I can either do a market buy, and that's going to create a new position, and it's going to remember that position, or I could set a limit buy, and it's going to remember that limit order, and when that limit gets hit, it's going to create a position. So for the example, we're talking about limit orders. Let's click on limit. Here we've got all these settings. Priority, this is like your gas limits. So one of the advantages of this bot is that it sets a high gas limit for you. You can make this number even higher if you want to really snipe and really get those orders in quickly and beat everybody else, but it already is very good at executing. I mean, the trades go through in less than 10 seconds. It's very fast. You could set your slippage amount. 25% is very high, but for meme coins, pumped out tires tokens, sometimes it's necessary. Sometimes people don't care about having such a high slippage amount. The default slippage at 25% is very high, but most of the time it's not going to matter. We're just going to leave it because we want our order to go through. Now you can click on more settings, but we're just going to talk about the limit order part. You can define the limit by having the market cap being equal to or below a certain range, or you could focus on the price being equal to or below a certain range. I don't really trade the market cap chart. Okay. I prefer the price. And you can also set the expiration time. So you could say, I only want this limit order to be open for a day. If it doesn't get hit in 1 day, then cancel the order. So if I click on this, I can set the time to expire in hours. I could say, maybe let's make that 48 hours instead. See, now we've updated the expiration time to 48 hours. I can clear everything. And here's where I enter the amount to spend. So if I enter the amount to spend, let's do 10,000 PLS. 10,000, no commas. Do not use commas, 10,000 PLS. So I'm going to be spending 10,000 PLS to get in at a price. Notice that we've got the price field active now. So there's a green dot on the price. We can switch this to market cap, switch this to price. So I want to execute the order. When the price, we've got a green dot next to the price, goes below or equal to, so we click on this value here. Let's say below or equal to 1 penny. That's $0.01. Click enter here, 0.01. You might have to enter 0.01. So we've got all of our settings set up. We can go ahead and place that limit order, or we could add an additional step if you want to get fancy. What this does is you click on it, and you can say if the price keeps on going lower, right? If the price keeps on going lower, let's say the price goes to 0.08, 0.008. You might have to do that a few times. It did bug out a little bit. You could say if the price keeps going lower, then I want to spend an additional 10,000 PLS, and I want to buy it again if it keeps going lower. So I've got this multi-step process now where you can see if it goes to 1 penny, I buy 10,000. If it goes to 0.8 of a penny, I buy 10,000K more of PLS. These are token values. And so when I'm done, I say go ahead and place the limit order, press the little gun here, and limit order is created. It's a buy order. It's a buy order when the price hits less than a penny. I'm spending 10K pulse, and an additional order if it goes lower. If it goes to 0.8 of a penny, I'm buying another 10,000 pulse worth of hex, and it expires in 48 hours, which today, that's August 6th, 2025. I click close. I go back to market. I'm going to click close again on all this stuff. Close out all the boxes. Back to market. Close, close, close. And here I'm back at the welcome message. This is kind of like your home screen. So if I want to check on that limit order, I click limit orders. Here we can see it. I've got the buy at 0.008. I've got the buy at 0.01, 10,000 pulse for each. Hope that gets hit. And you can do this for any token. Remember, all you do is you go back here, make sure you're on the welcome message. You go to your deck screener, you find whatever token you want, like this new dog token, whatever. If you want to snipe this new dog token, you go down, you click the copy paste button over here on the right-hand side of deck screener. Make sure you copy the game's contract address if this is what you want to do. Back to Telegram, paste it right here. And again, you could also just do a market order. So if I just clicked on XPLS over here, if I just wanted to straight up buy 10,000 pulse worth of this instantly, check this out. I'll just click this, 10,000 pulse, click enter. Here we can see the buy order sent, the status is pending, amount is processing, and any minute now, there we go, successful. That literally took 7 seconds. It's very fast. You can execute quickly. And now the next thing to do would be set up a sell. So now that I bought that token, I market bought the token. It's a meme coin, right? I don't think it's worth holding very long. Let's set up a sell order. But let's make that a limit sell order. So this is how you can take profit on the other end. Let's say you've already got a position. Click on the limit order. Now we're doing a solid trader sell. And we could sell as a take profit, or we could set up a stop loss. A stop loss in trading is if the price goes below a certain point, then you're giving up. You're ejecting. You're saying, oh, well, the trade's not going in my direction. Just sell it all. I'm out of the position because it's not going the direction I want. A stop loss means you're losing money. But if you want to prepare for how to minimize how much money you're losing, you do stop loss. Just look it up. It's basic trading 101. Take profit is what we're going to focus on for the sell side limit order. Click take profit. And it's just the reverse of the limit buy order, right? So in this case, we're going to take profit at a market cap. No, at a price of, well, what's the price of that token today? This token is 7477 and 4 zeros. So let's say I want to hold it till it gets to a penny, 0.01 penny, $0.01. You might have to do it multiple times, 0.01, and there we are. And we could have this expire because I don't think it's going to get to a penny anytime soon. Let's just have this expire in 1,000 hours. So this will be open for 1,000 hours. If somehow this meme coin hits a penny, I profit massively, and I don't even have to be at my computer clicking the button or watching the chart. I could also add multiple, right? I could add more steps like I showed you on the buy side. And I could also set a stop loss. The stop loss is if the price goes below a certain price and I'm super wrecked, it saves me from being really, really wrecked. I could just get a little bit wrecked. So the amount of money for my stop loss might be 0.0006, 4 zeros and a 6, because right now the price is 4 zeros and a 7. So if the price goes down, it looks like it can't go much lower, but if it keeps going lower, I'm going to eject, I'm going to abort mission, and my stop loss is going to be at 0.00006. And my take profit is at 1 penny. Now you'll have to set these up separately, okay? So take profit at 1 penny, and look, we could set up multiple steps to take profit at 2 pennies, 3 pennies, 4, but I'm just going to remove this step by clicking remove step because we're going to keep this one simple. Place the limit order. Oh, and I forgot to actually say how much I want to sell. How much do I want to sell? A percentage of 1 to 100%. Let's say I want to just sell my whole bag at a penny, click 100. So now I'm dumping 100% of my coins if they ever hit a penny. Place the limit order. Now I could set up a stop loss and a take profit at the same time. If you want to set up a stop loss, make sure you have the price entered and the amount you want to sell. So again, let's say I wanted to set the price at 0.1234, 4 zeros and a 6, and I want to sell 100% of my bag at the stop loss if it goes in that direction. And on the take profit side, remember I'm selling at a penny. If it goes up there, I'm selling everything at a penny. So now I'm going to place my limit order. I've got simultaneously a take profit order and a stop loss order at the same time. My stop loss is if the price goes below 0.00006, I'm dumping it all, 100%. Otherwise, if I profit and this goes really high, I'm taking profit at 1 penny. When the price goes above 1 penny, I'm dumping it all. This doesn't expire till September 16th. I guess that's 1,000 hours. So we're going to close this, close everything, close all the additional boxes. In fact, let's just click menu here and we'll go right back to the main menu. And here we can see, let's look at our open limit orders now. Here I've got buying hex, multiple buys, multiple limit order buys below 1 penny. And for the sell orders on gains, remember I already purchased gains using a market order, but now I'm dumping it if it either hits 1 penny or if it goes lower to 4 zeros and a 6. So this was a basic lesson in stop losses, market orders, and limit orders, both buy limit orders and sell limit orders. When you're doing a sell, it also helps to have a stop loss sometimes if you're a trader. Otherwise, if you're like me, sometimes I just ride things to zero. I just don't even care. But a stop loss minimizes your losses. A sell limit order allows you to profit without having to be glued to the screen. And a buy limit order can execute a really great deal to catch a wick. For example, if a whale is dumping, you can catch that wick that you know he's about to create, and you can get incredible entry prices. This is very useful, but again, only fund it. Like let's say you have $10,000 in your main account. You're probably only going to want to put a few $100s into this bot at a time because this bot is a hot wallet. It's separate. It's a little more degen, but it gives you the flexibility, the control, and the power to execute trades on the go. And remember, you just enter any contract address for any token, and it's going to look it up. And if you ever want to go back to the start menu, just click menu right here and access all the settings from the home message right here. Also, if you want to refer other people, you get 35% from all the fees. Now, there is a fee every time you do a trade. They take a small fee. You're probably not going to notice it, and that is how it works. I hope you learned something valuable. Again, use that link in the description below if you want the Solid Trader limit order bot. It could make you a bunch of money. Use everything at your own risk. There's no guarantees that this is going to keep working, but everyone's been asking for it. It's finally here. Hope you learned something. Like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. And if you're brand new to crypto, if this was way too advanced, I have a beginner-friendly course specifically for you. hexpassiveincome.com, link in the description below. If you're a newbie, I made a course for you. See you guys on the next one.